So you want to go to the Free Palestine University? Well, I want to help you do it. My name is Craig Meister. I'm a college admissions coach. You can learn more about me and how you can work with me one-on-one throughout the entire college admissions process on my website, which is collegemeister.com. And if you're interested in learning about whether or not you are or your student is on track for selective college admission in the United States of America, I encourage you to go to ruontracktogetin.com. Again, that's ruontracktogetin.com, at which you will find a free 3-minute assessment to complete, and your results will be emailed to you right afterward, and they will help you clarify whether or not you are or your student is on track for selective college admission in the United States of America. So, as you know, I love to produce videos educating my viewers about how to get into selective colleges and universities in the United States of America. And I was fascinated to discover that there is a new university smack dab in the middle of Baltimore, Maryland, actually smack dab in the heart of Johns Hopkins University campus in Baltimore, Maryland. And it actually has taken over what was formerly and affectionately known as the Beach at Johns Hopkins University. And this university is called the Free Palestine University. It's the official moniker. It actually has covered over and obscured the former Johns Hopkins University sign, which was marquee of the campus. And now again, it says the Free Palestine University. And so I did a little digging around myself to discover what it actually takes to get into the Free Palestine University. This is, of course, what I always do before I produce any video about how to get into a particular college or university in the United States. I do my due diligence. I do my research online, in person, call around, ask around. And so what you're going to get to see today is me on a fact-finding mission. This is me learning about what it actually takes to get your foot in the door, as it were, at the Free Palestine University in Baltimore, Maryland. So come with me on this journey as I show you what I learned, and I'll come back at the end to sort of summarize it all for you. But again, let's take a look at this newest university in the United States of America, the Free Palestine University in Baltimore, Maryland. What used to be known as the Beach on Johns Hopkins University campus is now the Free Palestine University occupation. And it is right in the heart of campus, the part of campus facing the thoroughfare known as Charles Street. And while Johns Hopkins students are primarily still functioning normally outside of the Free Palestine University encampment, inside things are quite different, and as you will see in a moment, not particularly welcoming despite welcome signs. As of this filming, Johns Hopkins University administration has requested Baltimore City Police remove the encampment or the individuals in the encampment, as it is Johns Hopkins University private property. However, so far Baltimore City Police have refused, and this is despite the fact that the encampment is made up of not just Johns Hopkins University students, it is also made up of outside individuals with no affiliation or association with the university. I'm very curious to learn what it takes to get into the Free Palestine University, so we are going to ask. Johns Hopkins students can normally be found in the spring relaxing here on what is known as the Beach, but today, as you see, since this occupation began, The average Johns Hopkins student is not even able to access this area. This is a very organized effort, and as you see, it's apparent that they have instructions and supplies that would indicate that they are ready for potential police action, or at least some sort of opposition action. But at least so far, there really hasn't been much, if any, pushback from either Baltimore City Police, Johns Hopkins administration, or Johns Hopkins students who peaceably are walking around the encampment. Hi, how are you? Are you're here to greet press?
I'm just here to greet people and let you know that we do have a masking policy.
Oh, you have a masking policy. So you're not allowed into the encampment unless you have a mask.
No, not necessarily. It's just for your own protection.
Is there any communicable diseases in the camp?
No, but there is COVID going around.
Oh, there is. Yes, of course, of course. So, are you one of the students who are living in this camp?
What's your goal here?
I'm so sorry. My name's Craig. I'm a college admissions coach, and I'm visiting the school today because I was doing a video on Johns Hopkins and I saw this here, so I was just curious if I could speak to you or anyone else at the camp to learn more about what's going on.
Okay, so you're looking for press.
I guess so. I mean, I'm not officially the press, but I'm...
I understand. I thought you were just coming to hang out.
Well, I love to learn more about what's going on. I mean,
Okay.
I'm from the area originally, so this is all very fascinating to me. I've never seen it like this, but yeah, I'm happy to speak to someone in the press office if you have one.
Yeah, I'll see if there's anyone available.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Hi.
I just want to make sure that she covered it. Please do not get in people's faces with the camera or try to film faces.
Okay.
We are, this is a coalition of Johns Hopkins students and Baltimore community members.
Okay.
And Johns Hopkins is trying to divide us and say Baltimore community members aren't welcome here.
Okay.
And so some of them are allegedly trespassing, but this is a liberated zone.
Okay.
It's for everybody. And that's why we have kind of this masking policy of just to keep everybody safe, because we don't want to be divided. We're all here in solidarity for Gaza, and we just don't want to jeopardize people's safety.
Are you a student here?
I am a student here. I'm also a student of Free Palestine University.
Okay. That's what I see. The name is that's been put up on the traditional Johns Hopkins sign. It says Free Palestine University.
Yeah.
So is that a thing? Is that an official thing, or is that just a...
Well, somebody called it that after the sign went up, and the name kind of just stuck,
Okay.
I'll be honest. It's a good name. And we actually literally right over there just had somebody who's doing a thesis on moral psychology kind of give a lecture. And, it was kind of like a collaborative learning environment. We are learning here. It is a university.
And are you guys sleeping here, or are you just coming for the day?
I've been sleeping here every night.
Tents are for people who are sleeping here.
Wow. And do you know how many people are actually sleeping here currently?
I'd say our numbers kind of vary, 100 to 150 people. On the rainy days, we hit the lower end of that just because only the real dedicated people were out there in the rain.
Yeah. Okay.
Zionists sure weren't out there in the rain. I'll tell you what, they are afraid of the rain. They melt.
Really? Zionists are afraid of the rain. They melt it. Okay.
Yeah. No. They were out here. They had an Israeli flag. They were kind of walking around the encampment.
So is someone willing to speak to me more formally or not?
So here's the thing. I did look around. There is no one who has been through the training that is currently on site right now.
Okay.
People are very busy. It is finals right now. So
okay.
People are very busy with studying.
Okay.
So maybe try again later on in the day. We do have a vigil today at 6:30.
Okay.
Like to come
and that vigil is for Gaza writ large, or anything in particular?
Yeah, it's for the martyrs in Gaza.
Okay. All right. So in the meantime, you're just occupying the zone, and no one is able to speak to me. I mean, is there anyone that would be willing to speak to me outside of the press office, or just no?
Well, considering the way that the media has sometimes been misconstruing words or picking things over other things, we are being very, very careful
Okay.
about the way that we are interacting with people, especially
Okay.
with cameras. So that's why we have to be very strict about this. It's
Okay.
not necessarily
Not personal.
a matter of
Oh, I'm
like,
not in any way offended.
I can't say anything or
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion. It's more that if I speak and there's a camera in front of me,
Yeah.
I reflect the camp and
Yeah.
I do not want to say anything
Okay.
that has not been properly discussed with everyone else.
Okay.
Because everything that I say is my own opinion, but it could be construed to be being camped.
Would you mind if I just ask you, like, or what year you are at this university? Like, are you a current
I'm
student?
not going to give any
You're not.
identifying
Okay.
information about myself.
You know. Okay, that's okay. Do you mind speaking to me or no? You don't.
Actually, I don't know what. Can you update me on what's happened? I mean, honestly, we have some safety guidelines.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not currently filming you because I'm respecting the fact that
Yeah.
you don't want to be on the screen, so I'm just looking out into the distance. But
okay, thank you. We appreciate that. How about we go talk over here?
sure, okay. So, are you one of the individuals who's been sleeping in this camp, or visiting during the day?
So what's your name?
My name's Craig. I'm a college admissions coach. And so I actually help students as they navigate the college admissions process.
Okay.
And so
Out here in Baltimore?
I'm actually based in Baltimore, but I also help students around the world. I'm from Baltimore, and so I grew up here. And I was just telling one of your comrades here that I, never seen this part of the beach set up quite like this. But I wanted to come down because I heard there was this encampment or this occupation. And I wanted to just learn more about it to educate individuals who are looking at colleges currently about, something that could be happening on a college campus. I'm just curious about what's happening. Wanted to see for myself as opposed to seeing it in the media. I'm not a member of the media in any way, shape, or form, but I am interested.
On social media?
I am on social media. Yeah,
Sure. If you want to follow us on Hopkins Justice Collective, I'm sure you
Okay.
can find a lot of your answers to your questions there.
So are people allowed to just walk in normally if they don't have a camera? Like, if I didn't have a camera, would I be allowed to just walk in?
Yeah, it's just, I'm sure my comrades have explained that we've had some security issues in the sense that there's some counter protesters that we want to protect the people here who are peaceful.
Yeah. It seems it's definitely peaceful right now. Yeah.
Of course. So we're just concerned because there's some people who just sort of like lurking and
lurking. Okay.
Taking videos
I'm not
of our
lurking.
stuff.
I'm
No, of
I'm
course
saying
not.
what I'm here for.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I wanted to see the life of the campus today, right
Yeah.
before graduation
If
in the
you
coming
follow
weeks.
us on JHU Liberated Zone, that's the other
Okay.
Instagram we have where we post sort of like on the ground footage.
Okay.
So you don't even have to do that for real. We have people.
Have been people coming to counter protest you?
Yes.
They have been. Okay.
Yes. Sometimes, some days, sometimes they get bored. Sometimes they're
Okay.
busy, I guess.
Interesting. And there are demands. I took a note of the demands on the front of where Johns Hopkins sign used to be, but it now says the Free Palestine University. So, have you guys been asked to leave by the university, or are they letting you
All of the
maintain?
information, everything you're asking me right now, is on the Hopkins Justice Collective Instagram. If you go
Hopkins Justice Collective
Yeah.
Instagram. Okay, I'm just repeating it so I hear it well, so I make sure I can visit it
it's
later.
on if you look at all of our press releases, it's in our link tree. You can find it all there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm surprised a little bit just that no one really would want to share what they believe in with me because
So
I'm not
we-
in any way confrontational.
No, not at all. Yeah, I don't think you're confrontational at all. I think it's more
Take a
so.
picture of this.
Sure.
Okay.
I think the main concern is just what the organizers have instructed everyone here not to talk to press, not to talk to anyone, admin especially.
Okay.
Because we don't want anyone who's not media trained and well versed in, for anyone to speak for the encampment. Right?
Okay.
So, yeah. Everyone.
Does anyone within the encampment feel comfortable just speaking for themselves if they're outside of the encampment? I'm just curious about that.
I mean, I'm sure you can find people there, but they're definitely not people who are plugged into what's actually happening on the encampment, our participant agreements, and everything.
Okay, so the participant agreements really make you all speak with one united voice.
United front.
Interesting.
Yes, and that's why we have
Okay.
specific media liaisons to
Okay.
talk to press, to talk to field questions, and all that kind of stuff, you know?
The liaison who I spoke to earlier said maybe later in the day someone from the media office or the press office will be back. Is that correct, do you think?
Yeah,
Or, okay.
maybe.
Are you a journalist?
I'm not a journalist. I'm a college admissions coach, so I actually help students navigate the college admissions process. And I was telling your comrade here that I just wanted to get a sense of what was going on, what the views were, but no one's talking to me directly because I understand that it sounds as though you all speak with one voice and you can't really speak out of turn, it sounds like. So I just wanted to get a flavor of what's happening on this May Day at the university because I help students around the world as they navigate the college admissions process. I'm not a member of the media in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then why do you want to film if you're
Oh,
not
because,
like
I do
a
videos about college
civilian
admissions.
journalist?
I do videos about college admissions.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a student here?
No, I'm just a concerned citizen.
You're a concerned citizen. Are you from Baltimore?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm from Baltimore too, so I'm not a student here either. So
Yeah.
And are you living here or are you just coming during the day?
I come back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
hmm
Are you from Baltimore originally?
Yeah. I've lived here for a while.
Okay.
hmm
Okay. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, again, it is peaceful today. I mean, if a child is able to walk through here peacefully, it looks like a peaceful place.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Again, I wanted to see up close what the hubbaloo was about.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because you see stuff filtered through the media, and your comrade has shared with me a website I can go to, so I will rewatch what I've videotaped and hear that again, so I will go to that Instagram page.
Yeah.
And do you just hope to stay here long term, or is that not even something you're able to really respond to?
Until the university meets our demands.
Until the university meets the demands. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Very
It's
interesting.
also reiterated on the Instagram.
On the Instagram, okay. And again, I saw there were at least 5 demands when I filmed on the front where the sign is. Is this the only encampment that you know of on the campus, or are there other ones? Is this the main one or the only one?
No, there's only one.
Okay, only one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there hasn't been violence here, as you know.
No, not
Okay.
at all. It's been very, very peaceful. Like you were saying.
Yeah.
Everyone gets along.
Okay. That's good. Now, again, just to clarify, if I came later in the day without a camera, is that something where I would just be able to frolic through here and learn more? Or is it mainly because the camera that I'm basically being...
Because of the camera.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go around and talk to, whoever you want pretty much, just as long as you're respectful and as long as you don't ask questions that might be prying on level of personal details and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but we want to open ourselves up to the community because that's how we build connections and raise the awareness on the situation on the ground in Palestine.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
people are going through,
Yeah, everyone's welcome here. We're not really closing our doors to
Okay.
everyone.
So if I did, for instance, take off the camera now, if I turned it off, would I be able to just talk to a few people just to get, again, I'm not asking for personal biographies or addresses or anything. I'm just curious about their motivations and maybe what they've learned so far as a student or a resident of this encampment at Hopkins, or what is now called the Free Palestine University from the sign out front. Or would you prefer that I just not even do that at this time?
I think it would be better if you came back maybe a little later because not you specifically, just in general, we have been going over our safety protocol and stuff because we just want to make sure everybody's comfortable, but also that we're not foreclosing the camp from outsiders, or, community members, especially, and just people who are. So I think there are just some conversations that we want to have about etiquette and and that's something for us. But we just have personal concerns about insularity, so we
insularity.
Sure
you don't be insular.
Okay. Able to be welcoming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So do you feel like not everyone is welcoming now, or you just are not on the same page?
It's not that. It's something we've been meaning to address and get to, and something we meant to get to way earlier that has taken a while to formally agree on.
Right, and it's a conversation that people who have been here and we trust everyone who's been here. Obviously, we're not going to let someone a new face, and just walk in and
all right, well.
Drop.
Also, even for like, I guess just for like everybody's personal safety, we ask that everybody wear a mask because they are comfortable with people seeing their face.
Okay.
It's like, I mean, I guess it's partially because of germs and stuff. I don't exactly know. Like, I'm not personally involved with like, like just like the people in charge of health and stuff.
Okay.
But it is just something that we ask in general, and so that everybody can be kind of on the same level,
Okay.
Yeah.
I should come back with a mask. I should come back maybe without a camera unless the press people are here, in which case maybe I can bring out my camera again. Is there anything else I should know if I come back?
Yeah, I mean, we have masks here for you too.
Oh, I even have a mask here. Okay, that's good to know. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
You want some water?
No, that's very sweet of you. No, thank you. No, I don't need any coffee or water, but I thank you for offering.
Yeah, we have snacks here if you want it.
So it looks like you're in here for the long term, and today's a cooler day. So I know last week it was quite hot. So I'm assuming today is a more comfortable day for you. But I will try to come back because I'm all about learning about, guys, how you got in here. Not only, the main reason I was going to come is to learn more about how you got into Hopkins if you're a student. I know not everyone is a student, but now it's the extra question of how did you get into the Free Palestine University, and I now know at least the mask would help, and also not necessarily having a camera would probably help next time as well. So that is what I will try.
All we ask is those two things and mutual respect. And
Sure.
you seem more than capable of that. So,
Oh, well, thank you.
No worries.
I'm happy to hear that. All right, well, I will do that. Thank you guys so much for speaking.
So what does it take to get into the Free Palestine University? Well, certainly it's a test optional institution. After all, you saw that toddler and heard from that random community member inside. Individually owned and operated video cameras are a big no-no, while masks are also strongly encouraged, if not required, for those of age. After all, those inside want to be sure to keep their career prospects bright and their fellow travelers out of central booking should things go south. Another requirement is 100% submission to the totalitarian ideology of those pulling the strings. The encampment also happens to be majority female, which aligns with the demographics of Johns Hopkins, an institution that most recently has required applicants to respond to supplemental essay prompts that have screened for ideological alignment and or encouraged applicants to bask in their own self-indulgent glory rather than demonstrate their ability or willingness to question their assumptions, engage civilly, and form a community with those with whom they may differ or disagree. Johns Hopkins, of course, also, at least in a perfunctory manner, requires a high school transcript and recommendations from 2 teachers and a counselor, while the Free Palestine University does not appear to require such materials. Having followed college admissions and college life in America for 18 years, and having attended a selective college before that, I've seen my fair share of craziness. Therefore, honestly, nothing that I saw or smelled while around the Free Palestine University was particularly surprising. The blatant disregard for private property rights and brazen entitlement complex of the squatters, while wholly un-American, are right in line with what one should expect from communists. The behaviors and views of those inside Free Palestine University are far from mainstream in America, yet the Free Palestine University is the natural ideological outgrowth and physical manifestation of the prevailing perspectives of the powers that be on many college campuses across the country. This goes a long way towards explaining why, when polled, the majority of all of the largest demographic groups in the United States have less confidence in higher education today than they did a decade ago. The Free Palestine University is simply a somewhat more totalitarian, debased, dirtier, and outwardly down-and-out version of today's Johns Hopkins University. The fact that all types of Johns Hopkins students simply strolled by the Free Palestine University as though this communist encampment was as benign as a beach blanket, tells you everything you need to know about what they believe themselves, what they must encounter on a daily basis as students at Johns Hopkins, and or their general aloofness or indifference. The ideology and behavior of those in the encampment is fully normalized both on Hopkins campus and in Baltimore. The continued existence of the Free Palestine University is not a commendation nor an indictment of the communists, social justice warriors, community members, and transients inside. It is simply a spotlight on the fact that both Johns Hopkins administration and Baltimore City leadership have been thoroughly subsumed by the same ideology animating those currently occupying what was formerly known as the beach at Johns Hopkins. In short, nothing about the Free Palestine University should be a surprise to anyone, but it will be fascinating to see how things evolve there over the coming days and weeks. Whether or not you want to aim for admission into the Free Palestine University is certainly up to you, but as you saw, to earn admission, you'll likely need to pick up a mask and put down your camera as you check your individualism and any potential blasphemous thoughts at its ramshackle gates. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to my channel. If you want to work with me throughout or even for just part of the college admissions process, definitely consider going over to my website, which is collegemeister.com. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and most importantly, stay stress-free throughout the entire college admissions process.